Hello UPSC aspirants, I am Amarnath, faculty for Political Science and International Relations. I am happy to say that 60% of questions from our classroom have appeared in UPSC Mains 2025. So here is the proof, that is the questions which have given in the class and the questions which have appeared in the mains exam. So let's just talk about the questions which have appeared in the exam. If you take question number 1B, paper 1, question number 1B, it is for 10 marks. The question is, write a note on the relation between equality and liberty from multicultural perspective. The question is on the relation between equality and liberty. So this was a question asked in mains exam. And coming to my question, explain how the principle of equality can act as an impediment to individual liberty. So I made 3 questions on relationship between equality and liberty. So the same area was asked in mains exam. Coming to question number 2A, it is for 20 marks. It is for 20 marks. The question is that, what is the Marxist and liberal approach towards state? On what grounds the theoretical differences between them are premised? Explain. So the question is on the liberal and Marxist perspective of state and the differences between these two perspectives. So the broader question is on liberal and Marxist perspective. Coming to my question, so there were 5 questions asked in one of the weekend tests. So normally I have a habit of conducting weekend tests. That is, whatever topics that I have covered in that week, I have a habit of conducting exam. Alright, so daily I'll give 2 to 3 questions on each and every topic. So out of 5 questions on the concept of state, so there was one question, that is question number 5. The question is, discuss liberal democratic and Marxist theories of state. The question I have asked is, it is liberal democratic and Marxist theories on state. And coming to UPSC question is not just on liberal and Marxist approach, but also the question was on differences, a kind of extension from this question. So this is one question. Next question, question number 2C, paper 1, which is for 15 marks. The question says that, explain how Rawls used liberal and egalitarian perspective to develop his concept of distributive justice. The question is on the Rawls concept of justice, Rawlsian theory of justice. Coming to the question that I have given for my students, explain the 3 principles of justice as proposed by Rawls, right, in the context of distribution, detailing how each principle contributed to a fair society. So again, the question is about distributive justice, because it is this distributive justice which ensures what we call fairness in the society. So the question is almost all same question. Question number 1E for 10 marks, that is paper 1, section A, 1E. The question is on, explain briefly the elite theory of democracy. So this was a question asked in UPSC mains, that is question on elite theory of democracy. And my question is, the elitist and pluralistic theories have contributed an empirical perspective to a democratic theory. So I have made a question both on elitistic as well as the pluralistic perspectives on democratic theory. So how these two contributed to a theory of democracy? So a part of this question was asked in UPSC mains. That means there is again what we call a relation. Right? Do you agree or not? Alright. Question number 1C, paper 1. It is for 10 marks. The question is on Macpherson's view on power. Right? So here you can see the question numbers. So these are the question numbers in my what we call a test series. So my question is, describe Macpherson's theory of democracy based upon humanistic vision, including its goal for human emancipation. So when we talk about Macpherson, so Macpherson is more known for concept of power and how his concept of power has led to a humanistic vision. So the relation between the humanistic vision as well as power. So when you look at the answer, you will come to know. Alright. So this was a question asked. Similarly, if you take a question number 4A, paper 1, section A, question number 4A, right? So if you read the question, the foundational base of Western democracy has been shaped by Locke's ideas of constitutionalism, freedom and property. Elucidate. So the question is based upon Locke's views, John Locke's views. And coming to my question, Lusky's theories of rights seeks to evolve a synthesis of individual rights with common welfare, individual rights, freedom and common welfare. Alright. So I made a question. There is a similarity between the question asked in UPSC as well as the question asked in the classroom. So I made 4 booklets. In the month of May and June, I made 4 booklets. In each booklet, there are 25 question and answers. That means overall, both in paper 1 and paper 2, I have made 200 questions. Out of these 200 questions, in paper 1, as I'm talking about paper 1, in paper 1, 16 questions have come. Right? So this is how you can test a strength of a faculty. Alright, the strength of faculty depends upon, alright, the kind of guidance that is given and how much it is reflected in UPSC mains exam. After all, ultimately what we want is the success in UPSC. So if you want to have this kind of guidance, if you want to have answers for these kind of questions, do join our program of political science.